Jason here. Today is January 15th, and this is your aftermarket update. Oil has been on a tear recently, meaning that it has been extremely volatile and extremely active, and today really was no exception. If you take a look here at the low on the day, that's down here. Let's expand this chart here. The low of the day occurred at around 3:30 a.m. Central Time today. And the low down there was at this 47, was down there at the 47.17.16 level. 47.16, sorry about that. And we made this meteoric climb all the way up here to the 51.27 level. So 51.27 minus 47.16 is a $4.11 move from low to high. In addition to that extremely large move up today, this also is a graphical representation of the volume that was coming in at those during that time. So if you take a look here from around 7:30 a.m., actually you can go back here all the way back into around the 5 a.m. time frame back here. This what this chart represents is the 21-day average volume for the 5-minute period. These white candles that you see outlines here represent what the volume, average volume was for that particular 5-minute period. Anything below, like in this case here where this green up volume, so this represents the fact that this was an up candle on this particular volume. It is identified here as green, did not quite fill. It was only 70% of what the volume was for this period. If you go back to this particular bar, this is right before the open, and this is right during the middle of that long run up, we were 7.7 times more volume than the average candle for this particular period over a 21-day average. So again, that is significant for two reasons. One, it's just extremely aggressive volume. That's the first reason. The second reason is that we are in the middle of contract rollover week. So during this particular week of the month, each month, the volume typically gets split, and today was no exception. It was 55% of the volume was on the 215, and 45% of the volume was on the March or 315 contract. Generally, that means that there are not the moves aren't have enough energy to complete all the way to targets, and it generally makes for some choppy trading conditions, which is what we've experienced on the 2 days prior to today. We experienced some choppy trading conditions. Typically, we're accustomed to trades finishing all the way to our targets and some things of that nature. And over the last couple of days, we've had some difficulty getting that to occur for us. Doesn't mean we haven't had some good moves and identified some good trades. It just means that they have not finished all the way to our targets. So as the market began to move up, one of the things that we look at in here is our market maker level. So let's take a look here. So what we've identified here is this daily structure signal at 50.88 was formed at pit open. So as we were heading into pit open, what you look for is, does the market trigger what will eventually become your daily structure signal? Now, those daily structure signals are derived based on price and time in the overnight session. So as we are heading into this pit open, that's this blue line here, the market formed its daily structure signal. So between 7 a.m. and the pit open, we did strike what will be the level where the daily structure signal is. In this case, it's at 50.88. And so what we are looking for here is a move down to your daily structure mid at 49.22. And then we were looking even deeper at this point, all the way down through this level to what eventually would be this 48.12 level. And the 48.12 level is a level that I had identified on a higher time frame, and we talked about it in the room, etc. Okay. So as the market opens up and we do strike our daily structure signal, we are trying to get in this trade. We had another level on a higher time frame right here at 50.17. And as the market comes down to that 50.17, it pulls down just a little bit deeper. And we were looking to get short at the 50.17 level, and it came back up to 50.15. Okay, so we didn't get triggered in at 50.17. So then what we do, and this is where the trade of the day will pick up, we came down to this market structure target, one of our market maker levels, and we said if we can get through this level here at your market structure target, then we would then be looking for that push to the downside. So 49.86, we get in here and we begin to rotate around. We come down to the daily structure mid, and you're going to see, I think we took 3 total trades in here today. But the point of that is we did come down to your daily structure mid. They were all winners. One was we took a little bit off on the first trade. We took a little bit off on the second trade. And then eventually we got in and rode all the way down to 48.12. We rode it for 3 contracts for 100 ticks. So as the market came down, you'll begin to see where we came into. I had drawn this blue line on the chart earlier. It was support here on we had hit it 1, 2, 3 times and couldn't get through it. We came back down, hit it again. Eventually, we were looking for a target all the way down to 48.12, and we come all the way down here to our 48.16 is actually the target that we were looking for. We came down to 48.13, and it ultimately bounced back up from there to 74. So we had a big level there at 12. We ended up taking it off at 48.16. We were in short from 47.16 down to 48.16 for 100 ticks. That's the OTG trade of the day. I'll let you watch it in its entirety. There are going to be 3 total trades, I believe, in that equation or in that video for you to watch. There'll be 3 total trades in there, but the last trade is the one that goes 3 contracts for 100 ticks. Finished up just a little right around 350 ticks total on the day. It was a very nice trading day. There's one thing I do want to show you here that is interesting. One of the things that we do talk about in here is these 70.5 levels that we look at, and I will show you just an interesting way that the day finished up. If you measure this swing low that happened here at on the 13th, the low down there was 44.20. You take that swing low and measure it to that exuberant swing high that we had today. We failed all the way down here to a 70.5. We got a little deeper down to 46.08, but right now we are trading at this 46.29 level, and that is right on top of your retracement pattern there at your 70.5. So that could have been a final target for the day. Once we hit that level there at 48.12, we were plenty happy with the ticks we were able to pull out of the market today. Again, finished up today right around the 350 tick mark, and that final OTG trade here in the middle, it's right at the end of the video. It lasts, 15, 20 minutes, but it is a 100 tick move on 3 contracts. So without further ado, I want to let you watch the OTG trades of the day. I'm going to short right underneath that at 86. Stop is 01. Stop is 01, 15 ticks. 10 ticks on the target. Let's see. 10 ticks first target here. This is your market structure target that I'm looking to short off of here. 02 is the stop. 16 ticks. Like I said, these stops are going to have to be a bit taller than we're comfortable with normally. And the second target is the 70.5 down there at 56. So I got short here, looking short off of this break here of the market structure target. You've got a 70.5 down there. There's 99, 98, 97. 03 on the stop. And we need to get down through. You've got 69 on the bid down there at 90. 69 on the bid down there at 90. There's 86, 85. Like I said, the stops are going to need to be a little bit taller than normal. There's 83, 82. We got down to 82. Okay. Let's see. We got down to 82 down here. New candle out now. We closed underneath that 87. Let's get through 88, 87 again. Okay, we got down to 82 down there. Let's see. Like I said, these swings are fairly aggressive here today. The opening range trade short was 23. All right, let's get down through 90, 89, and then 88, 87 again. There's 90. We did close below. Okay, there's 84. Let's get through that. 83. There's 82 again. 81, 80. There we go. Looking for 10 ticks. Stop here is break even now. Stop is break even. There's 10 ticks. The 70.5 is down there to 56. And that's where target number 2 is. 30 ticks down there to 56. There's 63, 62. You know what? 66. I'm going to take the other one off at 20 ticks here. And then we're just going to look to let the other one run if it will. So 56 is your 70.5 down here. So that was plus 10, plus 20. And you've got 56 as potential support. If we break through that, we're going to add one back at 56, 44. 44 for a move down to 16. 16 to 22 down there. For a move back to 16 to 22, somewhere down in that area. 100 orders, limit orders short at 74. Break even plus 2 now on the second half, or the final third, I should say. And again, today is not going to be for the faint of heart, I'm afraid. So we're going to come down to this 56. We got down to 62 here. I'm going to add back to it 1 at 44. That's going to make my average 86 to 44 is 42, 21, 66. That would make my trailing stop. That would bring me down to 67 there on the trailing stop. That would be break even at that point, would be 67. Looking for 47.16 down here. 56 is the 70.5 measured from swing to swing here. We got down as deep as 62 there. And this really, we should be in from that 50.17 short, right? But it got up to 15, unfortunately. It only got to 15. We were looking to try to get in short from that 17, or this would be okay. There's your add spot. Okay, so it brought my average. I did the math wrong, I guess. Brought my average here to 64. 63 now. 63 is the trailing stop here. And how deep? We got down to 49.35. We're going to look to get down to 22 or 16 down there. We'll see. We haven't closed below 56 yet, which we need to do, which is that 70.5. And we'll see if that was the right add spot or not. And if you didn't add, you're in great shape here. And if you did add, you're still okay. You're break even +1 now. I'm at break even +1. So we took a chance here by adding to see if we could get down to this bigger picture idea, which I believe it is down there to 22 to 16, right? Somewhere between 22 and 16. That would be 40 more ticks on 2. Going to clear the book out here and see where we're at here. There's 45, 44. There's 43. We got to get through 35 here. I'm going to take one of those. Well, we're going to hold on here and see. Got to get back through 35 here, no doubt. And again, these are pretty wide swings back and forth, which is not surprising here. These swings back and forth did not surprise me. So we were trying to get in up there at that 15, 17, and it just nicked us. Missed us by a couple of ticks. Or we'd be looking at trying to get into a 100-tick move here. So my expectation level is for us to get to, there's 38, 37 again. We just got down to 38. These are big bounces here today. As long as we stay below 56, which is this 70.5, I'm okay with that. We've got structure mid. If we break structure mid, then man, structure signal is the next target at 47.56. And then potentially our center point at 48.12. I'm looking for 49.16 here now. 22 to 16 here. Yeah, John, I was going to, like I said, I think I mentioned that in the beginning, is that I was looking to take that opening range trade this morning, and I ended up not for all of the action. Hey, Rex, how are you this morning? Good to see you, buddy. Big doings here this morning in terms of activity. I'm going to show you guys something here, and then I'm going to publish this at some point. But I'm going to show you here how that opening range trade has been working for you here over the last. Okay, so I want to make sure here that I am got the right stuff here. There's 42, 43. We're still in this, down to 38. There we go. Well, we made it down to 36. We keep bouncing. We did make it down to 36. And 60. My trailing stop is 63, and I'm out. Okay, it is what it is. All right, so I'm going to wait here for now. We're going to see how we respond. That was bad luck, right? But this is what I'm talking about with those huge swings. All right, here is, I'm going to show you while we're just waiting here. This is a back testing piece of software here, and since it's a little bit hard to see this, but since the first of the year, the opening range trade, just the front side, just the first trigger, has been worth 262 ticks. right? And today you could see it was from 50.23 down as deep as 49.36 here. So, and it's still what you would still be having a contract active. I have a 100 tick profit down there on the. This is just running it through the simulator here, but that's what it would give you. Now I've factored in there for slippage and some things of that nature, but the bottom line is, and I'm going to be like I said, I'll be publishing these results for you. But the bottom line with that is, it was the reason why I was going to take it today until we ran into what we did here today, right? So it's all right. We picked up some ticks here this morning. That 70.5 there at 56 again held. We talked about that 5106 up top holding. And again, even though it did smoke through it up there, right? Even though it did end up smoking through, it did not close above that level. But I will be publishing those results for you here very soon. Point of control today, 49.50 down there. Point of control down there at 49.50. Made it up to 74 here. I'm expecting a move down to 49.22 and or 49.16, and then we'll see here what happens from there. There is a double top up there. So if you didn't add, there's a double top up there at 73. This thing's going to come on back down. If I hadn't added, I probably would have been safe, but whatever. You've got the low at 34, then one at 36. You need to clip through those. We're looking to get down to your daily structure mid down here at 22. And that's the expectation level. And look at that. There's your bottom at 36. Yep. Okay, we just ran down to 23, 25. What is the setup today? Well, Jazz, we've been talking about what we've been doing, and we've been in a trade here this morning. Did you just sit down and not see our trade here this morning? We're looking to get down to 49.16. There's your 22.21, and that's your market maker level there at 22. You're going to need to clarify, Jazz, what you're asking me. We've already had a trade this morning. We've been talking about where we've been and what we're looking for and those kinds of things. So you're going to need to clarify for me what you're asking me. So that was your market maker level down there at 22 we just ran into. 16 is the support. Anyone stay in that a little bit longer than I did? Yeah, I didn't either. Obviously. Good, Derek. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad to hear that. You picked up an extra 10 ticks. So this is your market maker levels in action here. We got down to the daily structure mid and held. And so now I'll be looking short really below that and below 16. So somewhere below 22 to 16, I'll try to pick the short back up again. Somewhere below that, I'll try to pick it back up again. If we don't get below that, that holds, then it's back up to the restructure signal up there at 50.87. And at which point I'll be looking to get long back up over 50.17 or maybe some way below in that area. So again, just hanging on. So there is the hit of that level. There's the touch of that 22 we just talked about. So I'm in that same kind of position here in terms of struggling with getting long at the moment in the face of this really nice push back. I mean, again, I'm expecting the retracement here. You've got the ES opening up here in 10 minutes. Point of control back to 49 here. And that was a big retracement off your daily structure mid. But again, big retracements is what is going to be the name of the game today. 181,000 on the 215, 147 on the 315. Expecting to come back down to 22 and then 16. And again, I'm going to expect a reaction off of 16. And we said the gap is 48.72. That's the gap between the RT8 sessions here. So we did get all the way down to 20. Found support at your market maker level mid there. ES will be opening up in 6.5 minutes, 7 minutes rather. You know, Sherwa, again, I don't, had this discussion yesterday a little bit. It's really hard to say exactly what is causing this. There are many variables that would factor into something like this. I was reading an article where it talked about the rupee and the Swiss franc dropping interest rates and ignoring the euro cap, and that shot the market down in the U.S. and then up. You've got options expiration. You're at contract roll. You had a huge supply number, but we had a number of announcements earlier this morning that impacted it. And in the end of the day, I just have given up trying to predict and understand why what is happening, and really just focus in on the levels on the chart and where the price action has been and where it is and those kinds of things. I know that may sound, we talked a little bit about this, That may sound a bit Pollyanna, but it is, there's just really no way to know the nuance of each one of those variables as it affects the market. All I know is where price is headed, and that's what's in front of me. So I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's just kind of the way I look at it. So we got down to that 17 level. We said 16 was going to be support. We got to 17. That's close enough. Yeah, it is agitated here. We're at 190,000 contracts, 185,000 contracts rather, and we're 25 minutes into the open. So, it's one of those things here. So again, looking to get through. You close below the daily structure mid. There's 1817. We're going to find support here at 16. This is that level that we started from today. I'm going to look to short 15 right here. I'm going to look to short 15, and I am one contract. That's not good. I am in at 15. I'm going to add the other two right here at 1819. So it puts me in at 18 here. And my stop 1622 is going to be right now at 32. Hang on a second here. 33 on the trailing stop here. 33 on the trailing stop. And I'm not going to have a target in place yet. We need to close below this 16. There's 1514. I'm looking for a potential move to the center point at 4813. I'm going to look. We got down as deep as 11 here. I'm looking for 4812 down here as a potential target. And I'm going to bring the trailing stop in behind it here. There's 16 again. So we need to close here in the next 3.5 minutes below 22. That mid of the previous candle is 34. 36 is the trailing stop. We haven't closed below 22 yet. We did come down to that 16 level. We came as deep as 11. Get through 1817 here. I'd like to close below 22. A close below 22 gives you the potential to come all the way down to 4756 here. There's 1760. There we go. Get through that 10-9. There's 9-8. Let's go. Okay, I'm bringing the trailing stop here to break even. 816 is going to be tough. We haven't closed below it yet, and until we do, it's going to be a little bit bouncy back and forth here. If it takes me out, I'm okay with that, and it's going to, I think. There's 17. Maybe not. There's 10-9. 8. Get through 8. We got down to 6. 876. Let's go 5. 4812 is your target down here. 4812 is your target. We closed below 16 now. So this is beginning to line. Oh, sorry. We got 2 minutes left. I saw something shift. It must have been the 1 minute chart. Never mind. Good morning, Joe. We could come back up and check 16. We can do that. There's 3, 2, 1. There you go. All the way down to 86. All right. Break even plus 10. Break even plus, hang on. Break even plus 5 to 11 on the stop. And the final target down here is 4812. The gap close, though, is 4872 here. That would be the gap close. And we got down to 86, as deep as 86 here. And I'm in from 18, 97, 96. I'm going to take one off right here at 20 ticks. Maybe I am. Hang on. Okay, bringing the trailing stop to 17 here. I'm going to take one off at 20 ticks. I'm going to take one at 20. Come on, give me that 99.98 here. Market structure mid. We need to close below 0.0. Next 5 seconds. It's all right. Okay, you've got... All right, on your ES right now, you're in no man's land here on the ES. You're in no man's land on the ES. We may come back up and check 16. Boy, this will be a bummer if we ran all the way down there. These are these big wide sweeps we're talking about. We may come back and check the 16 level, unfortunately. And I'm still in this. There's 10.9. Let's go 8.76. Got to get through the 08, then back down here. I think we're going to, but we'll see. We're rotational now around this 16. 10.9. Let's go 8.76. 4.32. There's 02. There's 99, 98. Hit but no fill at 20 ticks. All right. So I got one off at 20 ticks. The trailing stop is 17. I've got 2 left. Gap fill, Joe, at 55. I've got the gap at 72, but we can come back and look at that. Ha! That's funny, Dave. Yeah, it was a little wild and woolly yesterday. All right, so there's 98, 97. We got to get through the bottom down here. Look, this is where I drew this earlier today. Earlier this morning, we came all the way down here to this 85. We got down to 86. That's that level I drew for you before the session, or not before the session, but way back here this morning when we had come down into it a couple of times. That happens to coincide here with your previous session high. Happens to coincide with your previous session high, and I am out at break even there. So we did bounce off of that, basically that support level, 22 again. We got to see what happens here. Now that we're back, we came all the way down to that level down there at 16. And found support there. We break that. Look out below. And I'm tempted to reshort this area again. 16 up here short if it's not too late. Actually, I'm not in yet. There's 16 short on the chart. There's 15, 16, and I'm in. The stop, these targets are going to come down just a bit. And just so I can kind of get a feel for what's going to happen here. 28 is the stop right now. 12 ticks to 28. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're looking to get back down to test this bottom down here at 83. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get through 0, 0, 99. Trailing stop back to break even here. Break even plus, no, just break even. Just flat break even there. All right, so we're looking to test back to 86. 48.12 is your target here, and we'll use the trailing stop behind it. 48.12 is your target here. And yes, I'm going to hang on for that for a few minutes. I want to see what we do on a break and test back down of 86. And if we can't get through 86, we're going to tighten up or bring in some targets here. If we can't get through this, 83 is what it is. We just got down to 89, 88, 87. There's 86 again, double bottom at 86. 85, 84. Break that 84, 83. That's the line. We just set down on top of the line there. All right, I'm going to let this candle play out here before I do something different. There's 92, 91. Stop here is at 11. That's a triple bottom there now. We'll see if that breaks. Stop. The trailing stop is at 11. 48.12 is your target down here. There's 86, 85. Come on, get through. New candle is here now. 84. Come on, 84, 83. You've got longs backfilling at 86. There's 85. Get through 85, 84. There's 80. There we go. Broke it. All right. That's not with energy, though. You need to close below it. I didn't break it with any real sense of urgency there. There's 84, 83, 82. Let's go ahead and bring the trailing stop down now to protect some of this. 06 on the trailing stop now. 10 ticks. We got down to 80, and you filled 45 orders on the bid down there at 80. A break of 80. We really need to close below this 83, 84 level. We haven't had a close below that yet, and that's what we need. 06, 10 ticks on the trailing stop here. You get through that, I'm looking for 48.12 is the target here. I think it's going to, I feel fairly confident it'll get down there. I'm not going to go crazy and risk a whole bunch and let a whole bunch come back against me today because we're in contract roll, but I do think we're going to make it to 48.12. 50 orders backfilling long at 81, trying to keep the floor underneath it. 74 orders hit the bid down there at 81. 138 total now down there at 81. At 35. Okay, thank you, Bill. So what Bill is saying, today's low to high measurement here lines up sitting right on top of the market structure signal down here at 33, 35 in this area, and that's a good catch. So we'll see what happens when we make it down there. 16 to 35 would be a good haul. We'd take that. 140 on the bid down there. 140 on the bid down there at 81. I would like to see us close. We've got 2.5 minutes. I'd like to see a close start below this low here. There we go. We just made it through 78, 77. There's 76, 75, 74, 73. You've got 100 plus orders long at 73. All right, let's bring this trailing stop down to 96 now. Break even plus 20 to 96. The target is that 48.12 down there. The ETH session open price is 60. We may pause there. Bring this down to 90. Bring this trailing stop down to 86 now. Break even plus 30 to 86. ETH session price is down here at 60. And we may pause at 60. We may pause at 35. I'm looking for 48.12 as the final target. We got down to 66 there. You're now 50 ticks positive on 3 here. There's 62. There's 60, 59. You have 115 long at 55. I'm going to bring the trailing stop down to 76 now. Sorry, 81 on the trailing stop. We may bounce here off of this 60 level. We may bounce down off of this 60. 115 long at 55 right now. $115 long at 55. Limit orders long at 55. There you go. We're hitting into 55. We're filling them up here. We're going to get through it. There you go. All right, 48.12 is the target down there. There's 49.48. We're going to see what happens around this 36.35, bringing the trailing stop from 81 to 66 here. Break even plus, 76. 76, break even plus 40 to 76. We got down to 47 there. 12 is the target. 12 is your target. And too bad we weren't in from 17 up there, eh? 12 is your target here. Actually, we're just going to make the target, even though I think it's going to hit 12, we're going to make that target 16. That would be 100 ticks off the entry. This thing could trace back up to 71. This could retrace back up to 71 here. Going to bring the trailing stop to 81. Uh, 48 at settlement. Yep. Thank you, Imran. And bounced. Like I said, we could come back up into 71, 72 here. We may come back at 86 is your stop here. Like I said, big sweeps here. Big sweeping moves here today. Not unexpected. We come back into the bottom of this range here right now. Up here to 84, potentially. All right, so daily structure signal 1990. 1990 quarter long on the ES would be a long. I'm not going to, I've got my hands full here wrestling the oil bear right now, so I'm not going to be taking anything on the ES. We did come right down into settlement here. There it is. And then the center point is 48.12 down here. That's the potential target we're looking for. I'm expecting some pullback into that 60 as we rotate around that ETH session price. I'm expecting a move back into 60. We'll see. I'm expecting it to move back to 60 and then down to test settlement. Again, wide sweeps today is with the expectation level. Wide sweeping moves here is the expectation level. And so it may take time to get through it here, right? So we just came back down to 54, 53. There's 52. We got to get through the settlement level again. All right, there's 54 again, bringing this back now to 76, break even plus 40 on the stop. If it can't get through these levels, there we go, 45. We got down through settlement, and I'm looking for the move down to 12. Going to bring this to 71 on the stop now. 38, 35 in this area here is your 70.5 on the day. So when we get down to that level and bounce, I am going to bring this trailing stop down significantly. 48.12 is your target. This candlestick high is 77, but that's okay. There's 49, 48. New candle here in 50 seconds. 48, 47, 46, down to 39. That is the 70.5. All right, 12 is the target. 66 now is the trailing stop. And we need to get through. There's 32, 28, 27, 16. We got down to 23. Trailing stop now is 56. Target is 16 down there. 100 ticks on 3. We just got down to 23. I'd like to see us close below settlement and below this 39.38. There's 36, 35. Come on. 80 ticks here. 32, 31. Trailing stop, there's 33, 32. We got to get down through that 23. Come on, finish it up here. 37, there's 33, 32, 31, 30, 29. Come on, 28, 27. There we go. 46 now in the trailing stop. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. Come on, finish it. There you go. 100 ticks on 3 contracts and done. All right, so again, you could see that we were able to take that final OTG trade of the day down 101 ticks on 3 contracts. And again, putting a capper on the day of just around 350 ticks positive. So again, very volatile, very active day. We like it when the volume is as robust as it is today. So tomorrow we'll be switching over, I imagine, to the 315 contract. I'm fully expecting another energetic, busy, moving oil day tomorrow. And so, again, if you'd like to join us, there are many different ways to get signed up for that free trial. You could go to the website at the end of this video, or if you are receiving the link to this video in an email, there will also be a way to sign up for the free trial there as well. So, again, as always, I want to say thank you for watching the video in here today. And your time spent with us is appreciated. And until tomorrow, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.